Tower is a 4-person deathmatch map I made based on the shooter game template provided by the Unreal Session. And in this one, this level focuses on the mid-range rocket launcher combat. I will explain what I did and also why I did them, and why I did them from the scripting, level design, and also the art part. First, from the scripting, the biggest change I made for the shooter game template provided by Unreal is I deleted the rifle in the provided by the original template because in that template, I find out while I try to test with that, rifle has a faster reload speed and more ammo in one clips and also higher damage per second. So when we try to play with a skilled player or AIs, they can kill you in the short range really quickly. Also, due to like the speed of rocket launcher they have, it's really slow. So the rocket launcher it's not really effective in the long range combat. So that's why. So initially they have a rifle with ammos, but like rocket launcher with no ammos. They are encouraging the players try to use rifle to fight against each other and try to get a powerful like rocket launcher ammo to use more powerful weapon, but it doesn't really work well because the rocket launcher due to its speed is really hard to kill in the long distance, but also it just give players some advantage if they are not good shooter in the mid range, and they even get a kill if we have a direct hit enemy spotting. So therefore, I delete the rifle in this game and also introduce the rocket launcher as the main weapons in this level. So another reason I try to choose the rocket launcher is because there's a faster radius for the rocket launcher. So they due to this fact, each player will get more dangerous if they are in the corner. For example, in this corner, player can be hit by the right, left, and also the bottom of the floor. If we shoot the rockets close enough to the players' bodies, we will just need 2 shots to kill. Also, there's lots of different height in this level. You can see, for example, here and also across we can go on. That's a reason because there's people on the current round who can just hit the floor near the enemy, but instead if we try to fighting with the enemy in the high ground, we can just get damaged if we have a direct hit, which is much more harder. I use this kind of rocket launcher combat. I try to encourage the players if they have enough resources, for example, have enough ammo or health, they should always go to high ground to save a better place to looking for a kill. Also, I have 3 ammos for each clip. Just because the damage of the rocket launcher, you have to get 2 shots really close to the enemies so that they can be killed. Having the 3 makes the player being attacked have time to react. Just the attacker should shoot multiple rockets that can kill them. Also, if they have some mistake, have some bad shots, the third rocket can really help them kill them. Also, I revise the gravity and also enable the double jump in this game, so that players can navigate through this level really easily at fluent. I will talk about this more in the level design part. Let's just bring back our bots. Let's see what will actually I will talk about this. As you can see, in the long distance, the rocket need to at least 4 or 5 seconds to go to actually hit the enemy in the long distance. So, like if we are trying to get a kill across map, that would be relatively hard. So I'm using this keep to keep players moving. Also, with a double jump, we have the probability to dodge the rockets if we avoid them. Like all the rockets will have a great sound, like huge noise when they just launched. This also makes sense when we try to get to the upper level. So there's still a long distance. With careful control, I can dodge the rocket, also try to get closer. Like, kick cursor makes the kill much easier. Besides those huge change in the system, I also have some tricks in my programming. For example, this is like portrait like the elevators. So for its like the programming doesn't work perfectly, but in the programming, when I have a small piece of code, like if players get into this elevator, they will able to like jump 3 times. They will like add extra jump time when they are in the space. So like uh so like like even if like the players jump into those elevators, they will still have one jump to help them control when they get out of the elevators. I want to talk more specific about my level design. In this level, I separate the whole level into floors, the first floor and the second floor. Let's start from the second floor level. So there's like 4 elevators we can actually use to get in second floor. There's one at each tier. We will call this elevator room. And also there is a big elevator in the middle. Try to do. So we can see at the second floor, like the actual place we can work on is three platform for each elevator we can get on. A big platform for the elevator in the middle, and also 3 platform contains with only the ammo here, and some roads to platform in the middle. So like I said, like the high ground gives the absolutely advantage during the combat. So that's the reason we only have the ammo supplies over here, because when you take damage, you have to go down to the first floor. You have to jump down to the first floor to get health picked up. Also, the position of the platform have been checked to make sure like we can jump from platform to platform to platform. I will just show this part. So you can see it's easier if we don't take the path. If we just want to jump on the platform, it will be much easier. Let's try to on the path. It will be it will be much harder. And one thing I try to do is intentionally, player like first when you try to do this, they will most likely to just like jump out of range and just drop down to the first floor. That's kind of intentionally, because like there's no really falling damage in this game, and this also like punish them if they didn't get an accurate jump to the place they want. And also you can see those like lighting cubes in the middle. That's like it's kind of for art purpose. When I try to test with that, it's kind of making the blocks between the first floor and the second floor, so it will be much harder if like players will try to hit players from the second floor. And let's talk more about the first level. The first level have the mentioned 4 elevators and two kinds of room. The first is like the elevator room, like in those space point two. So they have two three ammo pickups and 1 health pickups, and another is I would like call the resource room or resource space. They have like more health pickup over here. And let's talk about the elevator room first. For the elevator room, it's in the lower place because I don't really want like player to stay in this place. So there's no really health pickup in like like in this area, and because it's in the lower grounds, it's like give them disadvantage when doing the combat. So either like player will try to get out of this room by this gate, or just using the elevator into the second level. And for the resource space, yes, we can see some platform and also some cubes here. I want to first introduce like these cubes, which makes a circle. We can see, so like the position of these cubes have been like have been placed so that we can get a really like fluent like running in the scene. So in those space, we just need 1 jump. We can jump to all the platform. So like this is the quickest way to navigate through the map. And also they have the both health pickups and the ammo pickup in the way. So if player try to keep moving in this route, they will get enough resources to fight, and also give them some disadvantage because one side of them is like they most of the time they were just running through that, and they have one side close to the wall. For this smaller platform, that's just built intentionally because we can jump from this like cylinder platform into that really easily with 1 jump. Like all those navigation between those platform is just designed into 1 jump. And also for that one, that's why the reason they have the health pickup here, because like the rocket launcher also creates a really interesting gameplay just using the rocket jump. So like that platform is designed like if we can precise a really accurate like rocket jump over here, we can quickly get to that platform and just get health pickup. And then we can navigate through the road we want. And also double jump is possible to get platform. So this kind of like all this platform in the first level is just trying to encourage the player just keep moving and keep getting resources. They will be alive. And also for the pickups over here, because like this health pickup is much like harder to get. So like I placed 2 health pickup over here, but like when the player will try to get the health pickup over here, there are like the 3 places the enemies can hit between, for example, here, and here. So they better just think twice if you like have really low health and try to get. And also why I have this small difference heights, that is why I want to like force the players to jump even if they don't really want to travel on those like platforms. When they try to jump, they will find out the double jump and also like keep them jumping. Also, besides this big circle for this map, I also have a path in the middle, so you can even quicker navigate through the map using this one. But I also have a red because the loan under this is will just like put the character So and also the height of this platform is fine. Looks like if you are not like running and jumping, getting on this, you will spend too much time on that. And like when you are trying to jump in here, all your body is close, the wall over here, so it really can be defeated. So it's better to just keep running, jumping. I bring back the bot. Let's see how that's like actually working in the real game process. When I'm at start at first floor, if I'm comfortable with that, I can just navigate in the maps through the platform, and like jumping gives me advantage because it's way harder to hit us in the air. And if we have enough health and ammo, we can go to second floor. And from here, we can try to shoot the enemy at the first floor. So because it's already high, like long distance, so it will be harder to kill. And also, if we shoot a different, like enemies in the long distance, they will have a longer time to react. After I run out of my resources, for example health or ammo, we can choose to escape from the second floor and get the first floor to seek the resources we have. And we can still work in the first floor. If we feel uncomfortable, we can always like escape from in the middle and get to the second floor. So like the design concept is here, we can always find a way to escape either from the middle or either from the like side elevators. And finally, for the art perspective, one reason I used like this is the asset I finding from the Unreal Marketplace, and it's kind of sci-fi style and have like cyberpunk style. One reason I use that is I want to keep the character in different original templates, and it works really well. One reason I have this kind of style using this asset is if we look at this map, we have really there's like huge distance between levels, so it's really like I can't really think of the modern building which use this kind of like structure, so I prefer to using the sci-fi style. And also there's some like arts perspective on art to help me like improve the gameplay. The first part is like the cylinders panels. Here they will like represent the place and will have the resources. For example, they should be house, and should be ammos. And also another one I want to mention is in the elevator I use the post processing, and also in the second floor I use the processing. So let's get one. Yes, like you can see in the elevator we have like lighting effect. Let's see. And also on the second floor I really spend some time to get a good view when you just get on the second floor. And another thing they help enhance the gameplay is in the second floor, because of the post-processing effect, it's kind of hard to see the enemies on the first floor. It also encourages like the player to not stay and stick for too long time. And also these cubes help to block the rockets, and they don't really affect like they are rotating. We don't can't really stand on it and shooting below. And another thing I use a lot is like the wall that is not like the transparency. So with this, you can actually see the rockets come from the other side. Also, you can see the enemies just behind that. It's prevent like enemy just stay behind the wall and use the rocket launcher and just kill you immediately, and you can't really see him.